Jack Ma's net worth is $38 billion, but here's what makes this absolutely mind-blowing. He was once so poor that McDonald's rejected him for a job, and now he makes more money than the entire McDonald's corporation. The scale of this wealth transformation is so insane, it breaks every rags to riches story you've ever heard. Let me put Jack Ma's wealth into perspective that will destroy your understanding of money. Jack makes approximately $28 million every single day. That's more than most people will earn in their entire lifetime. It's made while Jack is probably sipping tea and reading business reports in China. But here's where it gets absolutely ridiculous. Jack makes $1.2 million every single hour. While you're stuck in traffic, sitting in a meeting, or eating lunch, Jack has earned more money than most people's lifetime savings. In the time it takes to watch a typical movie, Jack makes over $2.5 million. During a full night's sleep, he earns over $9 million, enough to buy a mansion in Beverly Hills. Let's talk about the McDonald's rejection that changed everything. When Jack applied for a job at McDonald's in the 1990s, they turned him down. McDonald's annual revenue is about $23 billion. Jack's net worth is $38 billion. That means the man McDonald's deemed not qualified enough to flip burgers is now worth more than their entire global operation. Talk about the most expensive hiring mistake in corporate history. Here's a comparison that will melt your brain. If you earn $50,000 per year, a solid middle-class salary, you would need to work for 760,000 years to reach Jack's current wealth. That's longer than humans have existed as a species. You could start working when our ancestors first discovered fire, and you still wouldn't catch up to Jack by the time we invented smartphones. Now let's put Jack's wealth in terms of pure purchasing power. With $38 billion, Jack could buy every single Starbucks location in the world and still have money left over. He could purchase the entire country of Latvia, whose GDP is only $34 billion. He could give every single person in Canada $1,000 each and still be a multi-billionaire. But here's what makes this even more insane. Jack's wealth grows so fast that in the time you've been listening to this, about 2 minutes, he's already made over $2.3 million. That's more than most people's lifetime savings earned while I explain how rich he already is. Let's talk about what $38 billion actually looks like physically. If you converted all of Jack's wealth into $100 bills, it would weigh 380 tons. That's heavier than 2 Boeing 747-7s. Stack those bills and you'd have a tower 3,800 miles high, which reaches well into space. You'd need 8 Boeing jumbo jets just to transport all that cash. Here's a comparison that will break your understanding of economics. Jack Ma has more wealth than the entire annual GDP of 85 countries combined. This former English teacher from China has more money than entire nations with millions of people. He's literally richer than countries like Jordan, Uruguay, Paraguay, and 82 others. The most mind-bending part? Jack created this impossible wealth by building a website where people buy and sell things online. He turned Chinese e-commerce into the most valuable business empire in Asia. Every time someone buys something on Alibaba, Taobao, or Tmall, they're generating wealth for the man McDonald's once rejected. But let's get really crazy with the failure to success comparison. Jack was rejected from 30 different jobs before starting Alibaba. That means he failed 30 times before creating $38 billion of wealth. Each rejection was worth over $1 billion in hindsight. Those companies that turned him down collectively missed out on hiring someone who became worth more than their entire industries. Here's something that will hurt your brain. If Jack decided to spend $1 million every single day buying supercars, private jets, entire art collections, he would need 104 years to spend all his money. But here's the kicker. While he's spending that million daily, his investments are still making him $28 million per day. So he'd actually get richer by $27 million every day while trying to go broke. The time factor makes this even more ridiculous. Jack makes more money in 1 hour than the average person makes in 24 years. He makes more in 1 day than most people make in their entire career. He makes more in 1 week than small countries make in their annual budget. Let's put this in terms of the McDonald's comparison that started it all. McDonald's has 13,900 restaurants worldwide, employs 1.7 million people, and serves 69 million customers daily. The man they rejected, Now has enough wealth to buy McDonald's entirely and still have $15 billion left over for a nice lunch. Here's the ultimate mind destroyer about Jack's wealth. Jack's net worth was measured in seconds. It would equal 1,200 years. If it was grains of rice, you could feed the entire population of Vietnam for 8 months. If it was footsteps, you could walk around Earth's equator 950 times. The most incredible part? Jack built this empire while being told he wasn't smart enough, wasn't qualified enough, and didn't speak English well enough. He turned every rejection into motivation and every failure into a stepping stone toward impossible wealth. And here's the final comparison that will obliterate your understanding of success. The McDonald's restaurant that rejected Jack Ma probably made a few $1,000s in profit that day. Jack Ma now makes enough money every single day to buy over 28 McDonald's franchises. The job that rejected him for being unqualified. He now makes more in one day than that entire restaurant chain makes in profit annually. In the 5 minutes you've spent listening to this, Jack Ma has made approximately $5.8 million. That's enough to buy the most expensive house in most cities, earned while he's probably drinking tea and planning his next business venture. So remember, the next time someone rejects you, tells you that you're not qualified, or says you'll never succeed, think about Jack Ma. The man McDonald's wouldn't hire is now worth more than McDonald's itself.